All right, here we are. We're going to give this a shot and see what we can do. I know the lighting's bad. I'm going to make that better for the next video. And we are going to start out with a classic hardcore rogue. Rogues are one of my favorites. Just going to do a little bit of maintenance here first. We're going to log out and log back in just for 1 second. Bear with me. And we will log back in. And once we log in, we'll get some of the quick option maintenance out of the way, such as auto loot and things like that. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope this is going to be an enjoyable video. I know I'm going to have fun playing. Hopefully you have fun coming along with us on this venture. And all right, let's set up a few options here and see what's happening. Auto loot, we definitely want that on. I like all 2 to 5 of my action bars lit up. That way we can start to put stuff in there. And let's go get that first quest.
What can I do for you?
We're going to speak with Marshall McBride. Very simple quest. We just basically have to go in to the Northshire Abbey and talk with him, and then he'll get us set up on these first quests. I like the Rogue because I think the Rogue is an easy character to start out with when you're playing World of Warcraft. It's the first character that I played. And you can see right out of the bat, we've got attack, the auto attack, we've got sinister strike, we have eviscerate, and we also have the throw option, which we are stacked with 100 daggers to throw from a distance as well at this point. As far as any type of money, we don't have any money. We're at 0 copper. So we're going to pick up a couple more quests here and deal with some wolves.
Hello. Safe travel.
And let's see what we can do with this. And there's 1 wolf meat already. So I open up with a throw usually. These are really non-evasive, they're not threatening really. They're at a yellow color, so they're not really going to do much to us until we attack them. We'll stick with level 1s just to make this a quick leveling to get to level 2. And one of the things we will do is once we hit level 2, which won't be long before that happens, we're going to do a little bit of grinding, as silly as it sounds, so that we can get the level 4 faster, because there's going to be better abilities and talents that are going to come along the way, but the abilities are going to come faster from level 4 on. So let's get this quest out of the way and also get the cobalt vermin looked after as well. We got 4 out of 8 of the meat so far, so we need 8 pieces of the tough wolf meat. And there's 5. I like the atmosphere here in North Shire Valley because it does give you the same idea you're going to see when you get into Elwyn Forest, basically the next area that you'll be working in.
Out of range. That ability isn't ready yet.
And there's level 2. That didn't take long at all. We need 1 more piece of meat. We'll stick with the level 1s just to get this out of the way quicker. And we'll see what we can do. And there's the 8 pieces of meat. Let's go get the cobalt vermin at this time before we hand this in. That's a worker. We want vermin.
I can't do that yet.
And they're level 2, so they're a little higher level. I think some of them are level 1 still as well, but and we should look at what we're picking up here as far as there's a chest piece we can put on there. And that's about it for now.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
I have a tendency to really push quick on the eviscerate when I don't have enough energy, but that's just me. There's 5 out of 10 already. They go pretty quick. Like I said, may just stay out a little longer and at least get to level 3 before we hand these 2 in, or close to level 3. We'll be coming out for the workers next, which are, I think, level 2 and 3. Yeah, it looks like they're level 3, a lot of them.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
I promise to get the lighting a little better in this room. Hopefully the sound is okay. We don't have a lot of people that follow me at this point, but hopefully we'll be able to pick up some of that because we're going to have a lot of fun doing some hardcore stuff and just chill. A very relaxing and chill type leveling. Nothing too demanding, and a good way just to kind of follow along. And hopefully it encourages people to play a rogue. We've got the 10, but we're going to just hit a few more here. We'll see how much it gives us here for our experience. It gives us about a bar per at this point in time. So we'll probably want to keep going with the level 2 vermin if we can find them.
Not ready.
And it looks like we need about another 7 to 10. And we can hit the level 3 before we go in.
I can't do that yet.
I don't like to rush things, but it's always nice to get the level up out here in the field. And then when you hand in the quest, that experience becomes extra XP. Mind you, we don't have any bags. We are full right now on our bags. So it may not be a bad time to start to head back in. We're pretty close to 3 anyway.
Inventory is full.
And we know our inventory is full. She keeps telling us that. And we'll just see what we can pick up for experience as we go back in. And any copper helps, of course, too. So they're usually giving out copper, which is nice. And we need all the money we can get in this game. It's very hard to even hit the first gold in the first 10 levels.
Not ready yet. Not enough energy.
And there's level 3.
I can't carry anymore.
Well, we can at least put that in for 2 more copper now that we've equipped it. We got a cloak on. We got a belt on. We got a chest piece earlier. And that gives us a bit of room if we pick up anything as far as gear goes from these quests,
How are you? See you around.
which we have. And there's a nice pair of soft fur shoes. They're cloth, but they are better than what we had. So we'll get to the leather as soon as we get those handed in. And we level up, we will find more leather out there.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
There's an encrypted letter.
Be careful. For the Alliance. Light be with you.
And we're going to investigate the ridge. Deputy Willem still has something for 12 red burlap bandanas from these Defias that are lingering around here in Northshire Abbey. And that gives us a nice dagger compared to what we have. Definitely an upgrade. So we'll definitely want to get that done. We head back in, hopefully, and let's sell off the junk that we've accumulated. And I'm going to stick that up there. And we're not going to worry about repairing our gear right now. It's too early for that. Right now, we'll try to find Jorik Kuridan. And he'll be a rogue trainer. Excuse me. And he's our rogue trainer that we're going to be working with.
See you later. For the Alliance.
Right.
What can I
And
do?
we'll see if he has anything we can train on. We have stealth. We're not going to worry about stealth right now. We don't have backstab, so until we have we're going to get backstab at level 4. We'll put the stealth on at that point in time.
See you around.
And we can start to pickpocket even at level 4, which means we can take some coin from some of those Defias. Let's get the workers out of the way. We're kind of hitting this with a couple throws if we can get them in, depending on the distance. And then we're going to our Sinister Strike and then Eviscerate. And we'll give it another Sinister Strike and another one, which gives us those 3 combo points. And that's pretty high. It's going to take care of this guy.
I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy.
All right. I hope the weather's good where you people are, where you are when you're watching this video, because it is pouring rain and windy outside right now today.
Not ready yet.
And this is going to make 5 of the Cobalt workers. We need 5 more. And we'll see how that goes, because we do not have a lot of space. So hopefully we can
That ability isn't ready yet.
keep things going and stay out in the field instead of having to hand in a quest. But we might have to do that, which isn't a bad thing, because we'll sell everything that we have. We'll pick up some pickpocketing skills and maybe pickpocket some of these guys for a little bit of copper here and there. And that's not a bad thing, especially in the first levels. I kind of forget about pickpocketing as I get higher in levels, unless there's a quest that asks for it to be done. It just seems to be something that kind of gets put by the wayside with other attacks.
Not enough energy.
Can't find a worker for looking. All right. I'll have to move down a little bit this way then. Quite a few people playing on these hardcore levels, especially at the lower levels. And then as you get up higher, they do start to thin out a bit. We do have 10 of the workers. I realize that, but at this time, gaining a little bit more, I think we'll hand everything in, get the money that we can get from these quests.
I can't do that yet.
I'm trying to stick with workers because they are a level 3. They give us a little bit more copper and maybe a better shot at getting a piece of gear we can use. All right, let's hand this in. It looks like it's pretty busy out here right now. And we'll hand this in at the Northshire Abbey. We didn't really fill the bags up that much with that quest,
Light be with you.
but we'll sell pretty much everything we can.
For the Alliance.
And we'll hand this in and see if this is close to level 4.
Well met. Go with honor, friend. Be careful.
And we got to get the laborers. I'm really, really close to leveling at 4. I think taking out a couple of wolves may give us enough
That ability is
to level. And there it is, 1 wolf. And let's sell that just to get rid of it. We're at 2 silver, which is not a lot, but it might be enough to train 1, maybe 2 things. And I think what we're looking for is stealth and backstab have to go together. Pickpocket, we could go without that right away, and we'll see what happens. What else we have here? So stealth pick. So we do have back stealth, and that's 10 copper and 1 silver. We definitely will take that. And I think we'll take the backstab. We're going to get Sinister Strike at level 6 along with Gouge, which Gouge is an interesting one. It gives a 10 damage. It's incapacitating the opponent for 4 seconds and turns off your attack. So basically stuns them for about 4 seconds. It's a low-level rogue stun, which you get at level 6, which is pretty low for a stun in the game. So that's not a bad thing. All right, so let's go work on these Defias. And they're level 4, same as us. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to set up our bars a bit here first. We're going to have stealth. Pick a pocket. We're definitely going to use the backstab as our 1 hit. And we are in stealth right now. We'll see how pickpocketing and being the same level.
not ready yet.
And that wasn't bad. We got some bread out of the deal. So there you go. Our first pickpocket. A little bit of bread and a couple copper. And we pick up a bandana. So that's not a bad overall first attempt at our pickpocket and stealth. Pickpocket, backstab, and then sinister, eviscerate, and sinister to finish them off. And that's working well so far. Sometimes that pickpocket doesn't work, and that takes the backstab right out of play, and you're back to your sinister strike, and then hopefully eviscerate to look after things. I like to go back to where I just killed somebody, hoping they don't respawn right away. And it gives me an open area to fight 1 guy at a time if I have to fight 1 person at a time, which is not a bad theory right now. The pickpocket, backstab.
I don't have enough energy. It's too far away.
We're certainly picking up a little bit of copper. It's not a lot, but everything adds up at this point in time.
Not ready yet. I can't do that yet.
I'm so excited about pickpocketing.
You need to get closer. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I can't. Not enough energy.
This guy seems to be running back and forth, so let's hit him with a throw
Too far away.
if he comes within range here. Well, sounds like someone else might have taken him out, so we'll just work on this girl.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do it. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
All right. Let's get back to some pickpocketing here. Copper to be made.
I don't have enough energy.
Looks like we're getting about 2 copper every pickpocket, so just think we do 50 pickpockets, we'll get a full silver. There's 3 of them over there. I'm not liking that. I think we're going to avoid that at this point in time until we get a little more skills like that extra sinister strike level.
That ability isn't ready yet. I can't do that yet.
All right, let's just do this then.
I can't do that yet. I have a target. Not enough energy. Not ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Well, that's 10 of the bandanas. We need 2 more. See if we can get a couple more copper and a bandana out of this. 3 copper. Obviously, he was a little more wealthier at level 4.
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Oh, didn't see that coming, did we?
Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
I'm not going to panic yet.
Not enough energy.
Yet.
I don't have enough energy.
Well, we better eat something right now and get our health bar back up. We can go into stealth while we're eating. We did get the 12. Let's get back and I say hand it in at this point in time. We could take the laborers on. We could do that and go over and take laborers on maybe. But we got to go by. Might as well hand us in. We've got to go by Deputy Wilhelm anyway. We can sell what we have, empty our bags, and then take off for the laborers, which is over by the mine.
Have a good one.
And we get a nice dagger out of the deal right now, and that's not a bad thing.
See you around. You need something?
Well, that'll be a nice upgrade, I'm sure, that one.
Safe travels.
And we got that dagger, which, as you can see, comparing it, it does give us a bit more hit capacity. Instead of 0.9 damage, we're at 2. So that's more than double the damage on a hit. So we're going to definitely put that into the slot. And we will sell off everything in the bag.
Be careful.
And let's make our way over and get rid of these laborers away. We got to go see Millie first. She's going to give us a quest. And that's a quest to get some grapes baskets out of the farmer's field, right where we just were actually getting the Defias masks.
Hello. Safe travels. Have a good one.
We need 8 crates, and that's also going to give us some more experience when it comes to the Defias. But in the meantime, we are level 4. Let's try to at least get to level 5 working on the workers. People may watch this video after the fact when it's posted, and I think that's pretty cool. Leave comments, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Extremely new, just starting out, having some fun, and join us. Join us. Let's do this on a regular basis and have some fun about it.
Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet.
Good news is the laborers are still yellow, so they're not as big a threat as they could be. So we will, that's a worker, laborer.
That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. Not ready yet. That ability isn't ready yet. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy.
Try the pickpocket again. Backstab. A little easier when they're yellow and they're not threatening.
Not enough energy.
All right. We're moving on the laborers. 8 more to go. That does take a lot of health from them. The backstab almost takes, I'd say, 40% of their health.
Not ready yet.
Pickpocket for a bonus. Backstab. And yeah, I'd say 30 to 40% of their health is gone in one hit. Certainly worth doing it just to speed things up, but at the same time, having some fun.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy. I don't have enough energy. That ability
I see a chest over there, which is nice. We're going to try to get that chest. Actually, we can probably just go and get it right now because he's not going to attack us. That's a little bit of a bonus. We'll see what we get. A little bit more food. Pretty much junk, but that's okay. Looks like somebody's just been down here. There is a paladin that's working the crowd. A lot of people back there. That's a group. So let's get away from that area and we'll see if we can find some more laborers that are just waiting for us to pickpocket them and backstab them. And we need 3 more.
Not enough energy.
Wow, he come up on us there, didn't he? Well, we can take care of him. I don't think it's going to be an issue. We got a couple combo points, so let's eviscerate. And that worked out well. And this is the last one we need, so that'll work out good. I think we'll empty the bag because we don't have bags, plural. So we're going to empty the bag. Nothing is an upgrade here, so. That we can use. And we'll hand in one of those quests. And we'll hand in the quest in a second. We are up to 2 silver.
What can I do for you? Well met. Light bless you.
I'm definitely going to be an upgrade here. Although they're cloth.
For the Alliance.
Right now, we have no hands whatsoever.
Light is with you.
I guess anything is better than nothing. That's why it's an upgrade. Report to Goldshire, so we'll be able to do that in a bit. We'll see where we're at. Right now, we're level 5. Let's try to get to level 6 by completing Millie's quest. And we need their bounty on Garrett Padfoot. So we're going to try to see if we can take care of him and Millie all at the same time. They're all over in the same general area. There's a lot of Defias over there. So we can do some pickpocketing, backstabbing, and maybe have a shot at getting pretty darn close to level 6. We can pick up some professions at level 5. So once we leave Northshire Valley, we're going to go and we are going to try to pick up some I think skinning and leather working. One, we can equip our own character with that.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Now, what I do is I grab these as soon as I can before I loot my player, because at this point in time, it looks like I can get 3 of these buckets. Or maybe not. Sometimes it works. Maybe taking him out, we'll have another 3 over here. We can always come back and loot them in a second if they haven't gone for a respawn. Try to clear a path to that next bucket of grapes. We do have 4 already.
I can't do that yet. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy.
They pretty much respawn quickly, I think. So I'm not overly worried about moving too far from here. We'll just kind of work on these Defias here one at a time. We only need 2 more buckets, so we might be lucky enough to just get that. We'll see if this will work. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to get that, but it looks like we can. And we will not get this. So this will be interesting. One down. And looking pretty good for health at this point in time. Get the bucket first. Loot after. Health is building. And we can pretty much backtrack out of here at this point in time. Oh, wait, we need to kill Garrett Padfoot. Let's see if we can get in there. And he has just been killed. So he will respawn in pretty quick time. His dead body is there. Why don't we just wait? And as soon as he respawns, we will backstab. Then Sinister Strike and eviscerate ourselves out of here. Sprint is something I don't think you get to level 10. And boy, it is important when you get caught into a 2 or 3 man fight. Something you want to... Well, let's take care of this guy right now. Let's take him over here before everybody else starts to... And there's Garrett. So let's see if we can get behind him and at least get a backstab in. I don't know if that's not going to happen. So let's get him over here out of the way. And let's see what we can do. He's level 5, the same as us. We shouldn't have a problem. Got lots of combo points, lots of energy, and a big, big eviscerate hit. And there's his head. That other group had kind of cleared a path for us. They haven't respawned yet, which is nice. And we might have a clear shot of running pretty much right out of here to the Abbey. And we're level 5 and a bit. I don't think there's much left actually here. We've completed 3 of the quests. We'll do a little lap of the Abbey and see what we can do to hand in some stuff here. And we got bag space, which is nice. If we accumulate anything as far as gear or weapons go.
See you around.
33 is not,
See you later.
should be an upgrade, you would think. Absolutely it is.
How are you? Have a good one.
I'm not sure why it tells us to take those cloth pants when we want leather. And we definitely want that upgrade. That's rest and relaxation. All right, we'll go see Millie, hand in her buckets of grapes that we have. No live people watching, which is a little disappointing, although it's hard to get when you don't have followers. We're just starting out.
See you around.
And we'll see how that goes. But we got to go see I think it's Brother Neil is the name, up in the top floor of the Abbey, and he will give us a wine-stained cloak to wear. And in the meantime, we'll first get rid of this
Only the finest goods.
stuff that we don't need. We'll head up here to the Great Manifest. And he is way up in the bell tower of this abbey. If you were the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you would be right up here with him. And there he is.
What can I do for you?
And we'll hand him that manifest. And we are going to get a wine-stained back piece, which is no upgrade, but it just looks cool, at least for low levels. Whoops. Let me get out of here. And I've lost my way, folks. I've lost my way. It can't be that difficult. There we go. Quickest way down is to jump. And I believe that is it. We have completed pretty much everything we can complete. We'll sell off this last cloak.
What can I help you with?
And we're going to go pick up skinning and leatherworking. We can get both of those in Goldshire, which is nice. And we will be able to kill a lot of wolves and a lot of boars, some bears when we get a little higher in level, and they all add up for skinning. And skinning is good, at least to start, because it does give you quick and easy money, whether you sell it in the auction house, because we are not self-found. We're not doing a self-found character this time. So we can use the auction house. We can trade. We can use the mailbox. I'm a bit older, as you can see, and I started playing this game just after it came out, and it's been more of an on and off thing depending on work schedule. But I enjoy the game. I really do enjoy the game, and it's nice to see some people around my age that are out here playing the game as well still, or even just starting. Well, we have a little bit of coin in our pockets. That would be 2 silver, 88 copper. Go see what it's going to cost us to get that leather working and skinning at least started. Because right out of the gate, we start killing a lot of skinnable items. So that's 10 copper. That's not bad at all for leather working. And I think it's going to be about the same, which it is for skinning. So let's get that set up. We're going to go into our abilities. We'll put our leather working down here. Skinning is automatic. We do need a knife though. So in order to skin, we're going to get the skinning knife and we're going to place it in our bag. That is something we need. And if we look at leather working right now, after purchasing, which is about an easy thing, of course, we can go right to a level 8 cloak. Even though we just got the level 5, that's still a big upgrade. I mean, our bracers are going to be an upgrade. Our leather boots are going to be an upgrade. Our vest is going to be an upgrade. And we can do all of those with just coarse leather or coarse thread and some leather. So let's, that's something you want to work on right away. You do want to pick up some quests, but at the same time, you really want to start working on killing the boars and wolves. And the reason you do that is because 1, it gets your gear ready for those quests, and 2, give you some money when you sell any extra if you choose to sell or use the auction house. So we're reporting in at this point in time to Goldshire,
Bless you.
the documents, and we pick up a shield for doing that, which is no good to us.
Go with honor.
And we're going to pick that quest up in a minute. But first of all, we're just going to go in and get rid of the shield. We need to get that skinning knife. That's something we want to do right away before we forget. Tendency to do that. And the trade
Well met.
supplies has that skinning knife, and there it is. Costs us 82 copper. It's a pretty big level, but at the same time,
Something?
more kobolds, and we're used to killing them, except these ones are going to be red, so they are a bit of a threat to us. Let's go in and hand in this quest here. We'll pick up a candle quest that cobalt candles. While we're killing them, they'll be dropping gold dust and candles.
I supply only the finest goods.
And we'll stick with the food. We don't need mana. And what a bonus at this time of year. It is a week and a half before Halloween, and we are getting some interesting trick-or-treating. So that gives us a trick-or-treat bag. We'll open that up. Usually gives us a little bit of candy, which, as you can see, restores 3% of our health and some mana if we needed that for 25 seconds. So that's kind of a nice little food to have. This is a nice buff food right out of the gate, which is really interesting to have buff food at this level. Cooking is something you want to pick up.
What can I do for you?
I think it's going to be a silver to get it. I think we'll wait on picking that up for a silver until we actually get some food like boar meat and that in our bags. Like I said, my first suggestion at this point in time is to go get the gold dust. But on the way there, we want to be killing and skinning as much boars as we can. And somebody's killed a rabbit, but we can still pick up a scrap. Or not, I'll bet. First attempt is never usually good. Second, somewhat. And there's scraps. Every 3 of those will be 1 light leather. So let's do a backstab. We can't obviously pickpocket, but we can do a backstab, which hits for pretty decent. And these are level 5, same level as us. So we don't want to get too cocky, but we do want to pick up some skin if we can. Till we get going up to about level 10 of skinning. We might have some failed attempts in there, and that's fine. And if somebody else does something, we'll certainly pick up the skins. One, that does give us leather or scraps. And everything does add up. Okay, we're at 5 on our skinning, so we should start to see. Wow, somebody's really been out here working. And there's a dead body already, a leprechaun. I guess at Halloween time, even the leprechaun didn't make it. I do not want to be a victim in Elwyn Forests at a low level for sure. And let's pick up a little bit. Oh, and there's some boar meat, which is nice to have. And we're going to keep that boar meat because the boar meat will work very, very well for cooking and upgrading our cooking. And cooking is good because it does give us buff food eventually, and that's something we need. Speaking of buff food, we'll put that on right now. We do have the apples, and they are unlimited during Halloween time. So let's sit down, and that buff will appear up here, and it's going to give us a little bit of stamina and spirit. Spirit, not so much, but stamina will help us. Okay. There are some Devias, and they're level 9. We do not want to get tangled up with the level 9 at level 5 right now. And that would not be a good thing. So let's just stick up here for a little bit. And even this level 6 is going to be interesting. If we can get a backstab in, that'll certainly help level the playing field. And that was a miss. So that happens a lot, unfortunately, and means we have to just work a little harder with our Sinister Strike and our Eviscerate. We do have that better dagger, and that helps. I find having a decent dagger, and even maybe buying one in the auction house as soon as you can, really makes a big difference for rogues at the low level, especially in hardcore. Especially in hardcore. Highly recommend it. Bad enough to see one, but we have two. And this would be interesting because we want to make sure that they are separated and they are not going far from each other. Which makes me think, if we attack one, will we get the other one running right in here? Boy, they have certainly have a pattern of staying right beside each other. I'm sure that's... Well, here goes nothing. One down. Well, that was interesting. Don't want to have a death like Leprechaun did early in the game. Hey, we got a second piece of leather, and we have enough scraps to make at least 2 more pieces of leather. So that's 4 pieces of leather already. We haven't really left Goldshire, and I don't think we want to yet. Spiders are level 6. They don't do much for us. Here's a level 6 boar. Little backstab. Takes care of about 25% of his health. Yeah, it's about 20 to 25% of health. Oh, somebody's going to help us out there. Thank you. They probably covered this one a few seconds ago. So. Seems somebody else might have the same idea that we do. All right, we are at 15 on our skinning. I'm thinking the failed attempts should be, at this point in time, becoming fewer and far between, I would think. Now, this young wolf usually is very close to a mangy wolf. And the mangy wolves are really the ones we'd like to kill because they've got a better chance of giving us XP and leather. I don't know if you get leather scraps from... Oh, apparently they start to attack automatically to help them out. Well, that's interesting. Let's see. Yeah, they can't be skinned, though. All right, well, that's good to know. So they do protect the mangy wolves. I definitely want to take him out first anyway. They are red, so they will attack. And here comes his helper. Which really does cause a little bit of... Oh, and we've attracted a spider as well. So that's interesting, a level 5 spider. This is going to be very, very interesting if we can get out of this little mess. I think we're going to start to run. This is not looking good.
It's too far away. That ability isn't ready yet.
Oh, that's not fair. That's not fair. We had him. Well, I'll have to just be a little more careful, I guess, when we're out there. We left behind that skinning, so we definitely know we got that spider protecting things. Let's take care of that spider right now.
I can't do that yet. Not ready yet. I can't do that yet. Not enough energy.
With that, we get level 6, so... And we might as well take care of this guy. No, we don't really need to. We can't skin him. He's really no use to us. He was just there to protect the mangy howling wolf. I see Defias up here at level 6, so that's interesting. We definitely want to be cautious there. The stringy wolf meat is a very good meat to get because it can give you a quick buff food. There's no reason to play around with the Defias yet. We have no quest that is letting us know that we should be dealing with them. So I think we'll avoid them at this point in time. All right, we're at 2 silver where we kind of left off before we started all of this. We got our level 6, but we also have training to do. And 2 silver is not a lot. We'll see what we get to after we hand in our junk that we've accumulated. Well, we're at 7 leather right now. I don't want to sell the scraps because I know that one more of those will mean that we have one more piece of light leather, and every piece does make a difference right now. So we'll keep all of that. And we're basically selling from here over.
Be careful.
Okay. I think we'll go see the trainer. The rogue trainer is in the inn upstairs. And we'll see what we can train for at this point, because let's see what she has for us. Kieran. Am I reading this wrong? Oh, here we go. Sinister Strike 2. We definitely want that. We want to have a little more power there. Gouge, we're gonna hold off on the gouge right now. For one level at least. And did that put Sinister Strike automatically level 2? It did, so we don't have to put that there. There's no mana cost to it, obviously, so that makes a difference. Let's see what our terrible boots. Oh boy. The pants are just rotten. Actually, all our gear is pretty terrible if you look at it. I think the vest is something we want to buy and get changed right away.
King's Honor, friend.
It takes one course. So we can make that now. So let's make that vest.
God bless you.
And at least put a nice vest on. And that helps us a bit. We do have enough to get the boots. So let's get one more piece of coarse thread and make the boots.
Go with honor, friend.
Again, a nice upgrade, really, from what we had. Sell the old stuff. We're still at one, almost 2 silver still, so that's not bad. We can make 2 light armor kits. I think I'll hold off on that at this point in time.
What are you looking for?
And let's just see one more look at the bracers. You know, we do have enough to do it with 3 coarse leather. Might as well pick that up and do it. Because right now we're at 177 armor. That gets us to 186. And we can up that, at least on the boots, the chest, and put some armor on those 2 decent pieces that we just made. Okay, I think I'm going to park it here in the inn for rest. We are at level 6. Not bad for the first attempt. Please leave comments if you want me to do more. If you have any suggestions, I would really appreciate them. And thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. And I hope we can do more of this together. Bye for now.